My son has been born, and he's got a beautiful name, and he's gonna be a strong warrior. I told Siga I want 20 more just like him, chop chop. I'm sleeping on a couch tonight. Here's where the magic happened. That's actually not the original bed. I broke the previous one. It wasn't my mistake, it was my intention. Now that my son is born, we can press on a little bit more. I had to take a day off from killing, but let me tell you, I'm ready to get back into it. I make sure to stretch to keep myself limber. It makes a great way for me to pivot and rotate my body parts whenever I need to crush skulls and I need to break necks and I need to toss people out of windows. Isn't that right, guard number 2?
Oh God, help me!
We begin over here in Sargot and we're going to end over here in Jaculan. It's close by and so far we are beating so very many of our enemies today. Ragenvad, if you want a castle, man, you can have the castle. It doesn't really matter to me. I can reorganize, I can administrate it later on. I just need like a few colored blocks on a desk. And you just tell me what they're meant to be and I'll match them to the appropriate sized inlet. And then I'll have it administrated. Great. Alright. So we're fighting a lot. A lot here. That's over 1,000 men. Oh boy, that should be fun. I wonder if we could just fight them directly. I'm still a little bit hurt, so... Are we going to be okay? Can we handle that? They could just all charge in and fight me. They've got over 1,000. That would be pretty brutal and mean if they did. Oh no, let's see for a little bit. Let's see what happens. All right, I am going to call in maybe 1 or 2 armies, a few armies at the very least. I'm going to take in Orogian. Who else am I going to take in? Let's have a look then. It's going to be also Ragenvad. Hey man, if you want all these towns, you better come help me out. And while we're waiting, we're just going to build up some fire onagers. Fire onagers are what we need. That is exactly what we need right now. They want a peace treaty, and I totally get that. I understand what they want. But like in every campaign, I'm going to finish my goal. My one goal is to destroy Vlandia. I was having to fight too many other factions, but now I'm feeling okay about it. Here we go. They're going to Hungard Castle to go defend it. Which means I'm going to stay over here and chill out for a little bit. Now, they've got a lot of onagers, so it's going to take me quite some time to build up what I need, and sometimes I like to show all of you what I'm building up, so that's what I'm going to do right now. And once we get our Crusade stuff out, I'll probably have 2 parts, maybe on the first day. That way we can just get really settled into the campaign and all of that. They got it. Okay, so I'll have to be much more careful in the future. And we're fighting how many now? Let's see. That's a lot of little parties. Holy crap. Little baby parties all over. I was hoping to lure them out. I didn't actually want to fight that siege yet. So now we're fighting over 900 enemies. Perfect. That's what I wanted. I mean, that's a way to weaken your foes. That is a way to make sure that they can't really come after you. I mean, once I beat them here, they're going to have much less men. And here's what we're going to do now. I've got a lot of archers, so that's going to work to my nice advantage today. I want all of you to form up your shield wall. Group 4, you'll be over here. Loose formation. And then my 16 horsemen, my mighty 16 horsemen, they could do something too. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll do what I needed it to do. Except for my infantry that needs to probably line up over here. Yoink. And there they go. Okay. Here comes our many, many enemies now. We are outnumbered. They have more than I do. But that is okay. I'll be sure to take care of them somehow. I'll find the way to make it work, you know. The music is playing. That's how we know it's all action-packed. Any horsemen in here? There shouldn't be. Anyway. I'm not used to hearing this song. Huh. Touch different for me. I don't usually fight over here for too long. Usually when I'm out in Jaculan, it means I'm doing all right. Oh, here they come now. Look at that wave of enemies. The archers, they're operating. Oh my god, already. That's such a cool wave of foes. Jesus, my friend. That's so many to worry about. We're just going to wait here for a little bit. My archers are dominating the day. I've got my archers on 2 sides, so even if they block, it's not perfect, you know. And I'm just going to use my bow for right now. I like watching them just get launched away. Oh, was that a horseman aimed at me? No, that's a different horseman. They might even run away again. Who knows? I don't. Now they've got archers over there. Oh, wow. I have not seen this type of one-sided casualty outlet in a very, very long time. Thank you, infantrymen. A lot of frickin' Imperials over here, huh? Yeah. Oh my god. There are so few. How many did I lose? 4 wounded, 1 dead. Okay. Hold your fire for right now. That was crazy. I guess I'll outclass my foes, huh? Depends on where they're going. Are they actually... Yeah, they're advancing again. Good. Make it happen again. Make it happen again. I've got 30 arrows. I could do a thing or two. Maybe not against him. Oh, someone else got him. Okay, that's fine. Come on, pal. Let's make it happen. Okay, so let's do like a little bit of a speculation here about what would be cool. I don't usually do these, but I think it would be cool to kind of like think about what would be the ideal game for us. And what if you had a strategy game that had all the complexity of like Crusader Kings 2, but you could then segue into real-time battles like in Mountain Blade Warband. How crazy would that be? Oh, crap. That's actually a pretty good... yeah, look at that. They've got a lot of horsemen moving over there. I've got a few of my infantrymen who could do something. Charge in now. I've got so many archers that it's probably not going to go their way. Yeah, nope, it's not going their way. Okay. You've seen me lose a lot in some battles, and it's just one of those fights where it's not going to happen now. I've got too many. Too many what? Too many everything, man. Too many infantrymen, too many archers. I mean, I haven't gotten to replenish my troops yet, and you could see the outcome of that. Despite that, what I have left, what wildlings I have left, have been sufficient. I lose a few here and there, and sure, you get bled. It reminds me of like Medieval 2 days, where replenishment wasn't a core mechanic to bounce around. So you could have one-sided battles because you tactically outplayed your foe. Like horsemen got into the archers and all of that stuff. Just reminds me a little bit of that. So you'll end up having like one army maybe on the campaign trail for months or years at a time because they can do it. Eventually you'll have to find a way to resupply them, but it's like a huge deal whenever you get to, you know. Okay, we've got... what? I killed 883? Ooh. Ouch. Man. Did I commit a war crime? I think I committed a war crime. That was a war crime. That was a war crime. Sylvan, she is like, ooh, pretty fancy, my friend. And I'm like, no, you can't have this Jaculan shaft. Not for you. It's married. The shaft is not the man. All right. Lucan, you too. Come on. Let's go, kiddos. Into daycare. Into my care. Just me tossing them at walls until they just drop. Oh, they're sleeping. Wonderful. All right. Let's see. What do we have over here now? We have over here a headman. I'll take 2 of them. A lone shark, a racketeer, and a corsair. Wonderful. Wunderbar. All right, now we take the prisoners in. And everyone is happier for it. Now I take the loot. I spent a lot of money on loot. So I've got that going on too. Alright. Anyway, we are commanding the siege. Let's be quite careful if we can. I've got over 700 men here today. I wish they would come out to fight me though. That would have been nice. I mean, they did outnumber me for quite some time. But they were like, no, I'm weak. And I said, yes, I know. I am well aware. All right, I've got to do this real quick to actually get the other Onager to be built. All right, there we go. Just going to take our time here. Going to take our time, enjoy ourselves, maybe have a cup of coffee. I'm actually only drinking about 1 cup of coffee a day now, which is quite hard for me. I've been trying to be a little bit healthier. I forgot I've been relying too much on coffee and things like that. I mean, my sleep last night was amazing. Have you ever had like a dream where you wake up and you've woken up multiple times. However, you're able to go back into the dream as soon as you just go back to sleep. And so that happened to me like 3 or 4 times. I was having an amazing adventure-based dream, and I haven't had one of those in I don't know how long. What else happened? Yeah, I was watching Harry Potter. I've got 1 film left now, Deathly Hallows Part 2. And Looking forward to seeing that. Don't enjoy the green filter that they chose, but I know that Warner Brothers is like, how can we improve our films? And someone's like, aha, I got it. Let's make it hard to see. Let's put a filter over everything, and then it'll be a good film. No, I actually thought Part 1 was one of the stronger films of the franchise that I've seen. Had a lot of humanizing moments, even though it was incredibly dark and there were a few elements I was not a fan of. Even if I enjoy something, I usually have criticisms. I grew up with a friend where every time we would watch like anime, we would watch movies, shows, whatever, we would sit down and talk about what we liked and what we didn't like. So I think for some people that can be uncomfortable. They just want to go, hey, I loved it. It was the best thing since sliced bread. Even if I do like it, I can point out what I don't like. Like, I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, but I have a lot of criticisms. I think it's a very good game, and I really liked it, but I have a lot to say about it. And I guess, like, I should have translated that into a YouTube career, but I don't know. I don't think I'm organized enough to kind of, like, partition my thoughts out for that type of role or task, but anyway, I grew up doing that, where even if we enjoyed it, we would still talk about like what could have been better and everything else. And I found that very enjoyable, and that's just something that I've always liked to do. Oh, that garrison must be getting too big or something. Jeez. All right, so here's my long process of actually getting everything together, and I just want all of you to see that. It takes a bit. Now, if they build ballistas, I'll never destroy them all in time. But, oh, right. I did read all the names that you guys gave me, and I thought it was a good name. Don't ask me to say it, but I thought it was a good name for my boy. There we go. I'll call him Ben. Very cool. So I have my son. See, look, he's got his own little sword. Also, an emergency butt plug if you ever need one. Hey, man, never know when you'll meet someone who's got a any exit passage. You never know. Got to be prepared in all situations. All right, so we're just beating the hell out of them. And see how that works out? I bring in all of those trebuchets at once. Ashling leveled up. Ma. Well, that's wonderful. That's just a good thing. Yeah, I had kind of a slower week, as I told you guys, but I'm feeling amazing now that I'm, like, taking care of myself. I'm exercising more again. Sometimes we forget the habits. I mean, the answer is often there. It's just that I think the answer to, like, a lot of paths to better your life are usually not that exciting. It's not some grand adventure. It's maintenance. It's taking care of yourself, and that's not really that sexy. It's not that appealing. Just, you know, wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, take a shower, work out, make sure you eat well. I mean, it's just a series of things to upkeep. I mean, think about The Sims, if you've ever played that. I don't know if that's the most exciting part for some of you. Maybe it is. It wasn't for me to just be like, okay, I got to do this again. I got to do that again. And stuff like that. Having to constantly eat. That's why I'm telling you, if we get to that dystopian cyberpunk era of like Deus Ex, give me my cyborg body. I don't want to have to do that stuff. Just let me do the things that I want to do. Then I would have so much free time. Oh my God, what would you do if you had all that free? Like, imagine you didn't have to like eat, you didn't have to use the bathroom, and you didn't have to really sleep. What would you do with all that extra time? Like, where would that go? Because the habits instilled into us, and then like a lot of people and cultures. I mean, like even I grew up where every time there's like some event to celebrate, hey, guess what? Food and drink, and that's just ubiquitous all over for the most part. Right? I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions out there, but the concept of a feast is very common. Okay, so let's go now.
Sergeants, take command!
Go out, kids! Let's murder a few people today. Ha ha! Can I murder? I can murder. I'm gonna murder. Time to murder! Eat my balls. Oh, that was way over where it needed to be. Come on, Billy, get over here. Billy! Get the hell over here before I murder you. No, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Let's go, kids. The archers are working. I'm working. The infantry are going in.
Follow your sergeants.
All right, cool. They're actually skirmishing. Sweet.
Take over command.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. It's when they skirmish that we're in a good place. Oh, they got Brian. Brian, my friend. How could they get you, Brian, my friend? By the way, again, a big shout out and thanks to all of my patrons who've been supporting the channel. You guys rock. You help me so much. We've even gotten like a few new patrons. Again, awesome. And I really appreciate you guys. You're saying, hey, I like what you do. Keep doing that stuff. Here's a tip. Here's a tip. Keep on doing it, or I slap you. Anyway, if you are a patron, you'll be able to name actual companions and give them backstories. So if you want to know like where all the backstories come from, that's where they come from. I guess I didn't do it right. Hold on. Let's try to get some of these guys to get over here. They were meant to use some of the onagers, so let me go around and get that done. Yeah, they're moving back. Look at that pack. Good lord. What are you guys doing? No idea. Go find the other onagers real quick. I think today is going to be the finale for my Ghost of Tsushima campaign or story. It's crazy. I definitely am probably going to upload more. I'm going to have a like chat about that in the future. I don't want to take too long to finish those games because I know like some channels who only do AAA games, they'll just upload constantly until it's done, which is bananas. And I do edit mine. I edit out like really boring bits, I think. So you see story elements, and I do a lot of like the side stuff. Like let's say there's a side quest which doesn't really have like a very strong story component. I will do that on my own time. So I usually end up spending hours getting to a decent point in the game so that we can just enjoy the cool stuff instead of like watching me grind or ride my horse from point A to point B for 10 minutes. Now, that's neat initially, but at some point I'm just going to have to like fill the airtime of me talking to fill that in, and that's not always my goal. So I didn't build one siege tower, but that's okay. I think it's mostly okay. We got a lot of guys who've taken some damage, like over here. Not a great place, it seems. We've dealt some nice casualties. Oh my god! Ah! What are they doing? What are you doing? They're like, I can't live like this anymore, Billy. No, wait. Is Billy talking to them? Is Billy a traitor? I hope not. Anyway, they're throwing themselves off. And, interesting. I don't know what to make of that. Oh my god. They're falling off the cliffs. The animals. What are you... All right, hold on. We've got to go watch that. Let me duck over here real quick. We've got to go watch this briefly. I can't live like this anymore. Ah! Oh, my lord. So that was interesting. Now there's just a mess of bodies down here. All dead people. All the time. We're not going to be able to beat them there. No way. But look at how many we've killed. That's a lot of dead folks, you know. All right. They broke through the front gate finally. The casualties are certainly in our favor. We've taken some hits. We've got our lumps in. I did it for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Odyssey actually did all right. It took me a lot longer to finish it, for sure. But we definitely finished it. It's just, I wish I could get, I hope one day I can get like early access to where I could play for even a day so that I can like really familiarize myself with the controls. Because, you know, in a brand new game, it takes a little bit to get used to it. But I haven't really gotten any responses for anything yet, which is bananas. So I'm going to keep on trying, and hopefully one day, guys, we'll get big enough to where we could do that. Because if I could do that, and if I even had like a day to edit, I could do like really cool introductions, and I think have really interesting concepts. So who knows? One day that might happen. I'm doing my best. I'm learning how to just like carve my own path. I'm getting to the point where I don't want to worry about anyone else. I just want to do my own thing, and it's always good to learn, but I don't know. I take a lot from the idea of like Bill Burr or Dave Chappelle, who are two of my favorite comedians of all time. I love them very much. And they kind of do their own thing. They kind of forge their own path, and I really appreciate that, especially in a scene like the comedy scene where there's always been like kind of this perceived notion amongst comedians of a path to take, of where you have to go, of how you have to do your clubs, and where you have to live. Like, if you look at where Dave Chappelle lives, he chose to live out in the middle of nowhere, and most people can't do that. He's actually beginning a like really interesting comedy scene where he's at. They're doing like testing every day. They've got like musicians out there, comedians. It's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. And this is probably like the most like out of game stuff that I've spoken about in a video in a long time. But, you know, I'm inside like most of you are constantly. So, you know, I'm chatting with all of you. My socialization right now is coming from talking to all of you for the most part, right? Bane got 13 kills in that battle. That was really good. I'm going to take everyone. It's pretty funny seeing the green face of Smoothgrass. I did ask him what he wanted to name my son. He just said, Donkey! And I said, oh, damn it. Maybe one of them. Maybe his middle name will be Donkey. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. All right, let's see. Yeah, I know I'm over the limit. Push it to the limit and all that. All right, there's Jaculan. I am ejaculating. Nothing. All right, so I'm going to come over here and sell off all my prisoners. Give me some more board novices. I need to... 700 troops to fight. 700 troops to fight. Yes, indeed. Don't mind if I do. Oh, really? That's all my money. Well, before we do that, let's go see if they have any equipment for the boys. I probably should have been doing this much earlier. I know some of you have consulted me on that. I do read all of your comments. I haven't been responding as much lately because I have to have a little bit more personal time to myself. But just know that I do read them all. I usually sit on my phone and I'll just like go through, usually like twice a day, just to make sure that I've like covered it all. Oh, interesting. I don't like that kind of clipping. You see that clipping there? I don't really care for that. Otherwise, I would probably wear it. Oh, it's a crown. That's really... It actually looks pretty good. I like the mixture of gear that he's wearing, but I do want to keep my one Battanian crown on here. Is Ashling? I'll give it to her. That's a lot of money. Again, it doesn't really matter because I just want everyone to be as tanky as they can be. I think it's a good thing, so we're just going to use a mixture of gear. That means that once we're at that point where we're at the very end, we'll be going over all the backstories for everyone, what happened to them, and all of that. It's gonna be pretty neat. Oh my god. Paying over $1 million. That's okay though. I'm meant to do... Oh my god, look at how much I had for armor. Dear Jesus. Okay, now let's go over here. We got some lame stuff. Let's sort by name real quick. I'm gonna get rid of the... Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god, 7,000 for a heavy war camel. Hell yeah, I'll take that. And we got a light harness over here. We've got a thick light harness. Okay. And here's a few more. No more lame horses? No more lame horses. I only have cool horses. We'll take that real quick. And looking good, everyone. Still got plenty of food. Plenty of food. Spent some money today, but they're better for it. And I haven't invited a new clan yet. I haven't decided to do that just yet. I do want to head over here immediately to go fight this army of 700. We defended Hongard Castle. I want to go to Galend next. And there's Ospir. Oh, look at Mr. Ospir. I've got a cool scar. Look, you're no Rorik. Yeah, some people have asked me if I'm going to do Skyrim. Yeah, it's going to be a very busy fall, so I'm not going to do it yet. But I think maybe for Christmas, unless we have like any releases, I really want to do something cool, and I'm gonna have to figure out the mods I want. I almost want to do like a discussion video to talk about that, because I know it's a older game, but I think the limit of what you can do is awesome. I would probably begin by returning with Korgal Grode Nagrim, my famous orc, famous on the channel. One of it's really crazy how we can come full circle, how we can have the answer all along. I think back then it might have been because my PC wasn't great. I began my channel with a very crappy headset mic. Always had to have like budget equipment. And again, thanks to patrons and all that, I've had bills to worry about. If you began this field in what I'm doing and you were able to live at home, which a lot of people usually do that. They either live at home or they have like some other mainstay job. Then it's a lot easier, but in my case, I just kind of had to like grind through it. And I think that was like a hard thing to deal with like trying to do Skyrim, because I couldn't even like run Skyrim that well, and that was back in years ago. And now I can, so I could do some crazy graphical mods. I could have Korgal back, and that would be super cool. It's where I would voice act him, and I would kind of like do my own voice as a subconscious voice to talk to him. I'm considering just doing it in a voice, and I've got some other voices that I could try to figure out. It's got to be like not too goofy. I do a lot of goofier voices on here.
Archers!
I wish I had the freaking talent for voice acting, because then I would just voice act everything, and that would be amazing.
Infantry!
But I don't even know where to start with that. I have no idea.
Forward!
Doing goofy voices isn't it, man?
Horse archers!
All right, let's move up. We're trying to get up closer to them. We're just kind of like dancing around, so I'm gonna move up a little bit more.
Forward!
Get over here. Get over there. Horsemen join them. Actually, come over here instead. We'll get closer to them. But yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna have to install a new SSD for it because some of the mod packs are so big. They're gonna fill up my entire SSD, so I'm gonna have to put in like a 1 terabyte one just for Skyrim, maybe some other big games too, and all that. But now that I have like my recording setup all worked up for the PS4, if the PS5 is able to run 1440, then I'll have to probably get one at launch. But that means I'll be able to do a lot more RPG games that might not be coming to PC for years or whatever. And I think that's really cool. That really opens me up to a lot of stuff that I've gotten to really miss out on. Because, you know, a lot of people stick to their niche on here because they view it as a business, which is fine. There's, like, that's not me criticizing that. That's completely logical. And so they'll stick to, like, the one game that they do well in because, hey, it pays the bills, it does well. For me, I wish I had the mentality for that. I admire the discipline for that because, like, what? Then I would only do Total War every day, every day, every day. But when I tried to do that, I would burn out, whereas now I'm happy. I'm happy because even though the views go up and down or whatever, I get to play stuff, man. I love storytelling. I love adventure games, and I love making my own stories. I mean, I play D&D. If I had, like, someone to edit, like, kind of like manage my streams, I would totally do a D&D stream every week, every single week. Oh my god. It's actually kind of crazy. This is like what I think some people thought the whole campaign would be like. It's like that now, where I'm just using a crap ton of archers to beat the living snot out of everyone. Okay, charge in, let's go. That's what we're doing right now. And I always use like maybe like the final few videos to kind of get off topic a little bit, and that's what I'm doing right now because I think it kind of inspires interesting discussion, because usually the ones who are watching at the very end are a little bit more dedicated to it all. So I like to share more personal things with all of you. Most people who are here like early on want to just like be here for the gameplay. Again, nothing wrong with that, just an observation. When I say these things, it's not me pointing it out and going, ah! No, it's me going, yeah, that's what it is, man. Not a problem. I have no issue with whatever choices people make. Whether you outgrow me, whether you want to come back years later, it's all up to you. I'm here. I'm here doing my thing. It's been pretty crazy to be doing this for so long, where I've seen some of you, like, from when you were younger, like teenagers or whatever, and now you're grown people. Some of you have finished college. It's awesome. And I'm always glad to kind of provide even a little bit of entertainment. That's what I am. I'm a little blip of entertainment. I've got my own life and story and things like that. But for all of you, I'm just kind of there to intercede for a little bit. Something for you to listen to in the background while you're doing other things. And I'm doing my best. 9 kills for me. I've been commanding a little bit more than just like killing. And I've really been enjoying it. It's actually been fun. I've been fighting so much. And I think Cú Chulainn is beginning to learn how to orchestrate. He's just that composer, just moving his hands up and down. Aha, kill there, kill here. Aha. All right, you're my prisoner too, Ekarind. Come on. You too, Mustache. And we got Mr. Cool Scar. No, he's actually a pretty cool looking guy. He needs to bulk up slightly, but he's a cool looking guy. I could see him being some type of like protagonist. Yeah, I'll take over here a pirate, 2 cutthroats. They're very mighty, and all the prisoners. Well, we are leaving. That we are. All right. Let's see. There's the loot that I need. And we're going back to Jaculan. Let's do that right now. It's what we must do. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to go over here. We're going to ransom my prisoners, and That was another 20,000. It's crazy how much I have, but we're at 20,000 now. I'm going to upgrade the boys. That's 12. I'm going to upgrade, not the traders. The traders will just have to stay and die. Yeah, they're over there doing their thing. That's fine. We have heavy rangers and chosen wolves. It's crazy how few have died over time. That's very nice. Very good. And we have done our thing again. I'm going to rest up briefly. Oh, another child. That means we just killed and then we fucked. Nice. I just want everyone to simultaneously go, nice. All right, yeah. He did it. Everyone thinks there's like a gas leak in the room. It's just all of the guys going, nice. All right, my boy. Encurian, you dare stay? Very well. We begin a new attack. We do the thing with the weapons and the stuff and the killing. How much more do we need to take? A little bit, I think, yeah. The other wars are going pretty well. We got Jaculan. We got Verexon Castle. Very nice. Alas, poor Yorig. Anyway, let's go over here. Verexend. Dildor, would you quit? Anyway, no idea why. Hope they fixed that in the beta. I know stable used to be what I would go to, but I've been on 1.4.2 for so long that I'm gonna... Oh my god, they have 2,400 men? Dear God! Chinless wonder! You've become a leader of men! Good on you! Look at him! Look at that lack of chin! But look at that nose! That nose is huge! He's... Oh! He's been doing well. He's got like a freaking dwarf-looking guy in here. That's nice. Nice bald head. There's Finnegan again. And this poor woman. I am not a brood mother. What are you doing to me? Oh my god. Did you pray? Oh, yep. You look like your father. Dear Jesus. Ah! Ah! Oh my god. Why? It's horrible. I just picture him being told, okay, now be polite. His children aren't pretty. And then Cú Chulainn walks in and she's like, ha ha, just constantly screaming. He hates it so much. All right. I mean, like, let's go look at my boy. Well, okay, we can't do that here. I think it's in my clan screen where we can do that. Look at... Oh, wait, excuse me. That's a boy. Okay. Well, those are going to turn into pectorals later. Still. Oh, God. Children in here are very frightening. That's usually how that works out in games. They're always very frightening because they're always like a little bit pudgier. They've got that going on. All right, so we're healing up right now. I've only got 2 other lords in my party. Most of it is my men. My men. All right, let's get ready. Got to get this stuff together. Who? I can't move it. I'm going to assume it's Vlandia. Oh, all right. We were meant to go look at a thing real quick. Let's go look at the Azurai. Oh, we've been fighting? Yeah, kind of. It's been more like skirmishes. My strength is at 36k, which is insane. Kuzate, we've killed... Oh, wow, we've lost more. Vlandia, I've killed over 14,000. 14,000 Vlandians are dead. 7,625 are dead from me. We've taken 13 locations. They've taken 3. Look at Eterend. He wants everyone to die. He took over from his poor father. Ugh. Your son's a monster. I shall avenge Donkey. All right. So now we just need to wait a little bit. We just need to wait a little bit. We got to move a little bit faster than what we were just doing. So my army needs food. I'm going to let them go probably after this one here. I think that's what we need to do right now. I think I've been fighting too much as Cú Chulainn. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I've been getting a ton of kills. Clearly, like I was getting like what? I average like 30 kills per battle. And I usually get a lot more in certain fights like sieges. Sometimes 50, 70, 100 kills. And that's crazy. So, that's a thing, you know? Alright, let's wait a little bit. Now we just need to get this trebuchet going. Alright, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to get onagers, because onagers are always good to have. Well, not always, but they're usually good to have. Now, ballista are not a big deal, so we're not going to be too worried about them. Let's get our siege towers together. And there's not really too many more policies that would benefit me. And before I forget, I was going to check on it later, but let's go check on... Oh, here. 150 for roguery. Bribes are cheaper. Huh. I never get, like, bribes as an option anyway. I'll take charm. I'll put another point into intelligence. Jaculan's been learning how to read. I think someone took the learning how to read thing from, like, Jaculan and put it on me, which was pretty funny. I'll give her that. That too. Who else do we have? I think that's really it. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Might have missed something, but who knows. But yeah, I'm probably going to read the Harry Potter books soon. I never got a chance to do so. So I'm going to read those and all that. I'll ignore whatever happened after the books with the half-cursed child or whatever. Blech. Blech. I think a good HBO TV series would be the key to like really getting a closer adherence to the books, though. Because from what I've pieced together watching the films alone and not reading the books, is that it's a giant investigative work. There's constant mysteries and trying to figure out things, but you only get so much of that, especially with the later director Yates. I kind of wish director Columbus from the first two films kind of like guided all the films. I felt like the most fantastical elements were found in the first two films. Clearly, CGI and things got better over time, but it definitely felt like he did a great job at world building. I mean, he's the one who chose to get no-name actors, which is awesome. I think Spielberg was like tapped to potentially direct the films too, and that would have been ridiculous. He wanted some shit, what's his name? Joey Osment or whatever. He wanted him to play the role of Harry or some crazy crap like that, which imagine that. Can't remember his full name, but that would have been ridiculous. All right, let's see. Sometimes they hide ballista or sorry, onagers under the ballista, so I like to destroy them to make sure. Oh, we actually got them all. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes they end up hitting the walls more, but we're ready now, so let's go. We have only 2 wounded in my own army, which is pretty darn good. That's a pretty nice thing. So let's get ready for it. Now, you know the usual plan, right? It's to just get the onagers out, and we're going to get these boys over here in that. These boys over here in that. And then the archers, yeah, you know what they're going to do. Let's just begin the battle. I want all of you to go out. We don't have all of the embrasures that we often do and all of the tools that we need to defend, so I don't think they're going to skirmish like I want them to. Usually they seem to skirmish whenever there's like room to skirmish out there. We have defensive emplacements for all of our artillery, but that's mostly it. So I'm just going to have my archers just kind of stay as a group, go over here. Of course, archers are over there. And that's what we're going to do. Get that as well. This too. And we've got a lot to kill, man. We really do. There's plenty for us to hit. I'm going to try to fight over here too. And use a hey, killing it. Wait, Bane? What's up, Bane? I got to do my own thing, man. All right, let's try to hit some boys over here. Oh, that was way... Holy crap. All right, so we got to go way up. Let's try... Not the next notch, but the one after that. Hopefully they won't hit me too much. Hey, Madman, what's up?
Give me my ball, Killian.
Well, you have a name, so I can't call you Billy. Oh! Got them. That's a good start. That's how you clear out some enemies, man. We're fighting for another big old location. There goes Killian. I could have an all-dwarf party. I could make everyone his height. You wouldn't actually have to change too much to get the dwarves to feel like dwarf. I mean, look at him. That just straight up looks like a dwarf. He's proportional, but just short. That's why he's called the Red Dwarf. All right. Let them do their thing. Archers are doing all right. We're doing all right. We got men at the battering ram. Yeah, these are much harder to skirmish in, unfortunately. See, we should have like a bunch of areas out here where we should be able to let them skirmish, but they can't really do that, so... Boo. Oh, check out that gate. Huh. Doesn't perfectly fit the gatehouse. That's interesting. All right, we've got a lot of archers in these areas, I think. Some torches, that's good. I know there's a guy in here. Oh, what a scream. That's a sharpshooter who's dead. Damn you, and you're bending over. All right. Let's get some of the crew up here now. Nope, not yet. Got him. All right, that's only because I want to save some of the kids who are around here. Who's coming in? I know there's going to be some replacement, right? It usually is. All right, they broke through. Let me go tell them to break the next gate. Sometimes they don't always do that. Got him. Okay. No, I don't want to be hit by stones or whatever, so go get him. Wait, what are you hitting? Oh, I was wondering. What the hell? How did... Okay, I guess you were just... The gatekeeper, maybe. I don't know. Whoa, that's a lot of room up there, so let's watch out. I'm waiting to see if they're going to have anyone do their thing. Hopefully not. All right. Get in there, boys. Just run on through. I saw a lot of you saying that you did enjoy the slow mode, that it's kind of like his mode of being a god of war. So, all right, we'll briefly do that. I didn't know how people felt about it, so we'll briefly use it. I think if I could set it to a timer, like if it was a timer and I could use it for a set time, that would be really cool. I don't think it interrupts the combat flow. It's still all happening, just a little bit slower, and you get to see a little bit more because of how fast combat is in Bannerlord, right? Whoa!
Oh my god!
And I get to do stuff like that. Not get knocked out immediately after a bunch of people spawn in. All right, anyway. Oh, dear baby. You know what? It's swording time. Lou gave me this sword, my father. My father told me to beat you up. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. All right. Holy crap, look at all the business over here. That's some pretty good stuff, man. Got a little bit more to do, and it's gonna be good. They're not really looking at me. I think they're too preoccupied with all the boys who are inside. Now that they're inside, though, yeah, just like telling them to move, then like letting them automate their own behavior. Manual control still seems to be the bee's knees no matter what you do. So that's just a big thing, right? It's a big old thing. Oh,
How dare you hit me?
that could be my Vlandian voice. Oh God, that was a lot of damage.
Greetings, I am Arthur Pendragon.
Just overly heroic, you know? I think that would get too annoying, but to me, it's a funny idea. At the very least, we could have like some companion maybe based on Arthur Pendragon whenever I play it as a Vlandian. Like he's just... Oh! I know, I ran right into that one. They finally got me. It's been a while since I've been knocked out, so they finally got me there. But that's the battle, man. We did it. That's it. I got 52 kills. Killian got 15. Cormac 16. Let's see. Quintus got 13 kills. Bane 12. Bane's been getting a lot lately. Orin 3 kills. Let's see here. All right. Looks dandy to me. That is done. Dinkorian, you are at my mercy. Welcome. Welcome to my mercy. All right, so I'm going to take all the prisoners real quick. I'm going to upgrade 18 boys. I mean, I'm constantly upgrading my army, too. I had a few battles where I lost a lot. We're not losing as many as we were in the past. Those were pretty gruesome. So now I do have to find someone to join me because I've conquered, Let's see, all but a few locations. They're actually getting Ox Hall, so that means I would only need to take 3 locations, 3 major towns, not cities, towns. I guess you could call them. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, there's your prisoners, and we're done. Hey, Roggenvod, remember when you had your own kingdom? Those were pretty weird times, huh? I don't want to talk to you. Oh, come on. We could share tales about how we led our kingdoms into oh, wait. That was just me. I hate you with all of my being.